remember at this time in my life, I had such a crush on him. Oh my God. I mean, it was kind of like, hi, nice to meet you. Let's go make out in a bathroom. Hi guys, it's Lucy Hale with Melty, and I'm about to watch a few videos from my career. What am I wearing, first of all? My eyebrows. Whoa. Well, that was American Juniors when I was 13, wearing a really hideous outfit. But you know what? That was the first time I was ever in LA. It was like my first, I think it was the first time I was like, oh, this could like actually be a fun career path. It was interesting. There were like kids of all ages, and this was hosted by Ryan Seacrest, who's still a friend of mine to this day. So it's very funny watching this back because I'm singing a song about love, and I had no idea what it even means, but it sounds like I know what it means. Like the emotion was still there, but I look back on it and it was really fun. I don't know if I would like be here if I hadn't have made that trip to LA, so no regrets. I released an album a couple years ago, so it was like way after American Juniors, but yeah, I released a country album and did a little bit of touring, and it was good. It was while I was shooting Pretty Little Liars, so it was kind of hard to juggle the both of them, but I just think ultimately the career path of being an actress was like way more appealing and exciting to me. I love expressing myself through acting. I think that I don't know, it's fun to get to play a bunch of different characters and sort of find yourself through all these different characters. Oh Jesus, come on, there we go.
Great taste in music. Like the
Pretty Little Liars.
Yeah. I'd like to know more about you too.
So it goes with
Baby face.
that I'm hooked on you. And by now I'm out
Oh my
of my
God.
mind with this self-abuse.
That seems like a lifetime ago. It was about 10 years ago. That was my first Ezra and Arya scene ever. I mean, it was kind of like, hi, nice to meet you, let's go make out in a bathroom. But I think we were both equally nervous, and it was supposed to be like two people meeting for the first time anyway, so we kind of just like used it. And I remember at this time in my life, I had such a crush on him. Oh my God. I mean, we ultimately became like very close friends, but I remember during this, I was just like, I was so nervous. He's just the best. He's the absolute greatest. You know, that show was so big during its time, and I think, we were all pretty much working all the time, so it was like we were kind of in this bubble, so we would just work, and you know, I live in LA, which is a strange little bubble anyway, and I think that once the show ended, and I was like traveling a lot and doing other projects, I realized how big it actually was, because I think when I was in it, I didn't realize like the span and the reach that it had. But it was like a phenomenon. People really liked it. So, but yeah, I mean, just as far as being in the spotlight, it's kind of like all I know. Being under a microscope and through social media, I mean, people behind a computer screen have the idea that they can say whatever they want. And it's hard not to like buy into all that or listen to all that. So you just have to like set healthy boundaries, which I've kind of learned to do over the years. Because you can't read into the good stuff or the bad stuff. You kind of just have to do what makes you happy. I mean, I think when you're younger, like you're just figuring out who you are, and I figured out who I am. But yeah, I mean, I think that it's especially, you know, it's difficult being a young woman and growing up, but having to do that in front of the camera is like an extra added challenge, but I got through it. Yeah, ooh, yay! Oh shoot. Katie Keene.
Katie.
Hey, I love you. But
Fashion emergency.
This dress was made for you. Any luck with the Versace? Like a pet.
Yay! So that's Katie Keene. That actually premiered last night, and we all got to watch it together, which is really fun. And this project I'm so proud of it. I mean, I think ultimately we're so happy with what we've done. Like, it doesn't matter what anyone else. I mean, of course, we would love if we had the success of Riverdale, we of course want people to watch it and love it. But Riverdale is very dark and mysterious, whereas Katie Keene is a show about dreamers, and it's almost fairy tale like. So it's like very bright and poppy, whereas like Riverdale is just very moody, and no one's like dying on our show or anything. It's all about like it's uplifting. I think I know what this one will be. Oh yeah.
The plane. It's here. This weekend, you will be our guests. Here, anything and everything is possible.
No service. It's not everything is possible. Fantasy Island. I do have a love of like film in general, and especially the horror genre. I just think they're just like, it's just so delicious to watch and like really fun to make. And I love like the gore and the stunts and all of it. I just think that it's entertainment at its finest. But as far as like doing Fantasy Island, it's the same director as a movie I did. When did Truth or Dare come out? A couple years ago. Same director, but he asked me to be a part of Fantasy Island. He was like, this character is a lot different than the one in Truth or Dare. So it's interesting because there's a lot of different elements in the movie. It's not just like a straight horror thriller, but there's also really funny moments too. And it's so beautiful to watch. So I don't know quite what it is, but it's definitely unique. And there's a lot of twists and turns. And I mean, I think some people will find it very scary. I know my mom is going to be very scared.